Hello students, welcome to my channel. Stay tuned. Today we are going to see NCERT Grade 7 Supplementary Reader An Alien Hand. Lesson number 5, Golu Grows a Nose. This lesson is written by Rudyard Kipling, who is a novelist, writer, and he was born in India. And you can see that he deals with all nature, that is forest, animals, and so on. So you might have seen a lot of his works like Jungle Book and all, right? So today this story is an imaginary story, and you can say it is a hilarious story. Hilarious means very comical, where the elephant Golu, this Golu elephant is a baby elephant who, like a small child, asks lot of questions. So this lesson is of a long time, long ago. The elephant had no trunk. So you can see Golu, it doesn't have a trunk. Instead, it has a big, bulky nose and Golu was full of questions. He asked the tall Aunt Ostrich, "Why don't you ever fly like other birds?" Then he asked his tall uncle the giraffe, "What makes your skin so spotty?" He asked his huge uncle the hippopotamus, "Why are your eyes always so red?" He asked his hairy uncle the baboon, "Why do melons taste like melons?" The ostrich, the giraffe, the hippopotamus, and the baboon had no answers to Golu's questions. Golu is a very naughty baby elephant, and he asks such difficult questions. Sometimes it's very difficult to answer it. So one day, Golu met the Myna bird sitting in the middle of a bush, and he asked her, "What does the crocodile have for dinner?" The Myna said, "Go to the banks of great grassy Limpopo river and find out by yourself." So Golu went home and he took 100 sugar canes, 50 dozen bananas, and 25 melons. Then he said to his family, "Goodbye. I'm going to the great grassy Limpopo river." Why he is going there? Yeah, he wants to find out the answer for his question, that what does the crocodile has for dinner. So for that he packs his snacks also. Could you imagine what is his snack? 100 sugar cane, 50 dozen bananas, and 25 melons. All these are his snacks. When he is going to the Limpopo river, on the way, when he feels hungry, he can eat. He had never seen a crocodile in his life, so he don't know how it looked like. So on the way, he met a python and asked him, "Have you ever seen a crocodile? What does he look like? What does he have for dinner?" The python uncoiled himself from the branch of the tree but said nothing. Golu politely helped him to coil around the branch again and said goodbye to him and just moved on. Golu moved on eating sugar canes, bananas, and melons, and after a few days, he reached the Limpopo River. On the bank of the Limpopo River, he saw a log of wood. He thought it was really the crocodile who winked at him. So he thought it is a log of wood, but it was really a crocodile who was winking at him. So our Golu straight away went to the crocodile and asked him, "Excuse me, have you ever seen a crocodile?" The crocodile winked again and lifted half of his tail out of the mud and said, "Come here, little one. Why do you ask such question?" The Golu said, "I want to know." Come closer, I'll tell you the answer. Then he said, "I'm the crocodile." And then our Golu had a question, right? What was the question? Yeah, what do you have for your dinner? For that, the crocodile said, "Come closer, I'll tell you in your ears." So when Golu went nearby, he caught hold of his nose, that big nose, and said that today my dinner is a baby elephant. So now our Golu was shouting like anything, "Help, help, help." Then who came to the rescue? Yes, the python who had quietly followed Golu came to the bank and he started pulling Golu very hard. The python coiled himself to the tree branch and he started pulling our Golu. So the crocodile was pulling his nose and the python was pulling Golu to save him. In this, what happened? Golu's nose became a trunk. So it started growing very long. Okay. So now no more nose. He got a trunk. So Golu was very, very unhappy that his nose has become so long. So he waited so that it will cool down and shrink. But it never happened. On the second day, what happened? A small fly came and sat on the head of the Golu. So Golu was able to hit the fly. So the fly died. So now the python said, "This is your advantage number one. So now you can shoo away the flies." Next, what happened? Golu felt hungry and he could pluck a bundle of grass with his trunk. Now the python said, "You got advantage number two." Now, when Golu went near the bank, he took the mud and he slapped on his head. So the python said, "This is your advantage number three." Now, Golu was very grateful to the python for saving his life, and then he went back to his family and lived ever after happily. Thank you.